Lille has been appointed as the new Public Works and Infrastructure Minister, but not everybody is happy. The Democratic Alliance leader, Mmusi Maimane, labelling the appointment as a well-executed ANC campaign. He claims De Lille is now part of the ANC fold. And to discuss this further, I'm joined by the Good Party's Secretary General, Brett Herron, who joins us live from our Cape Town studios. Mr. Herron, good morning to you. So startling claims by Mmusi Maimane insinuating that the Good Party is an ANC project whose mission was to try and destabilize the Democratic Alliance.
Well, good morning to you, Dolly. And I think, the response from the Democratic Alliance is unfortunate, it's disappointing, it's petty, but it's not unsurprising. This idea that the Good Party is a project of the ANC is absurd. We contested the elections as an opposition party. We remain an opposition party in the National Assembly and in the provincial legislature. And I think the response that I would have expected from mature leaders would have been a note of congratulations and then setting out what they expect from her in that position rather than this rather petulant response.
Well, as you describe them as cheerleaders, talk to us about your comfortability as a party. Fairly new party, I think you're about 4 months old. Your leader will be implementing ANC policies in this government, in this new administration. Does that sit well with you as a party?
Well, I think we have to look at the portfolio that Patricia de Lille has been asked to lead. It is a portfolio that really holds the key to the central tenets of our electoral manifesto and our policy suite, which is about spatial transformation and how public assets and public land should be used. And you'll see that, throughout the campaign we've been talking about public land for public good, and that public land can assist in addressing spatial transformation and exclusion. And I expect that Patricia will be driving that agenda in that portfolio. And it is not very far removed from some of the more recent comments that the ANC has been making about how they view public land. So it's not something that we sit uncomfortably with. In fact, this is an opportunity for us to demonstrate what we mean when we speak about spatial justice, spatial transformation, and the role of public assets and public land in achieving those objectives.
How do you maintain, Mr. Herron, a hawkish eye as a party in opposition over issues like corruption and maladministration, whilst at the same time being paid from a government of the ANC?
Well, Patricia de Lille gets to serve in the cabinet. We are not co-opted as a coalition partner, and we are not co-opted as members of the ANC. The President understands this, and I think South Africa understands this, and we will continue to support the government where they do the things that are right. We will offer our solutions where we think that they are appropriate, and we will point out and fight against corruption and wrongdoing and anything that's unjust. So it doesn't really change our program, but obviously it requires some careful political management, but that's not something that we're oblivious to.
Mr. Herron, perhaps as a final question to you. Ms. de Lille will go into a department that in the past has been described as really a department that was milked almost to its coffers being completely extinguished because of the kind of business it engages in. You look at the Nkandla project, for example, and importantly, there was this commitment. In fact, it finds itself even in the regulations by the Finance Department that the service providers who had been working with that department, who had defrauded that particular department, should be blacklisted. I know you are not Patricia de Lille. She'll be the one implementing this, but can you give a commitment as a fellow party leader, that it's one of the things that you will push to her, that she has got to blacklist some of these service providers who have defrauded departments like hers?
Look, I mean, as I said, the portfolio in the department that Patricia has been asked to lead is the portfolio that holds the public assets, the public land and the public buildings. And we do know that land has become the new currency for corruption around the world. Now, I think the President was very astute in appointing Patricia de Lille to lead that department, because I think he expects her to clean it up. So I don't think Patricia needs me or anybody else to tell her that that's what needs to be done. I have absolute confidence, and so does our National Leadership Committee, and we had a meeting late last night. We have absolute confidence in Patricia's ability to cut through the chase, to deliver, and to face corruption and those who need to be blacklisted head-on.
All right, thank you very much for your time, Brett Herron. He is a leader of the Good Party and, of course, reacting to their leader, Patricia de Lille.